Target filled.
Okay, I was in the middle of a trade. As you saw that, it's set up. You can see where I got in here. Right there. So it's set there. You see the head coming down, and there's the structure, the break of structure. So I took it before the break of the swing, and I was able to get down to the lower band of the Keltner channel. You see this right here? That's my target, and I was able to get 565 out of that. This is 150K account, a PA, and I'm basically just really limiting it down to as close to maybe 40 ticks or I think that's 10 points. Yeah, 10 points thereabouts. Because then I don't have a drawdown because it basically hit the peak, right? So I hit there, it was the peak. There was no drawdown whatsoever. Because I could take profit here, but there have been drawdown up to here. So no drawdown there. I took it to the peak of the profit. Now this is going to probably go back down here. I don't know. We'll see, but I don't know if I want to take this. Yeah, there it is. There it is. That'd be good. Another 400 if that was the case. Yeah, that's mostly there it is. That was it. That'd have been another 400. Yeah, right there. 165. 3. Yeah, another 400. That'd have been done. I would have been done with that. Then this show or this stream would have been about 5 minutes long. I would hit my profit target. Okay. This is probably be going down to pivot pillow. Is there one there? Oh, there, 2. And this is still going down. And I better start putting percentages on here. Let me see if I can do that. I forgot to do that on here. Net change. I do have a net change. Where's that other one? Right there. So I do have a template here. This percent should be going down here. Load, default, load. So this should be to the bottom left. No, right. That should be bottom right. This one should be bottom left. Okay. And just apply. There we go. So where are we now on this thing? This is your basic setup right there. So we're pulling back to the mid band as expected since we're in the outer band here. Getting above the zero line. 20 minutes. Wow. 11 minutes before opening. Here's the reversal. Let's see if we can. Well, you see reversal. We're still above the zero line. This still may go up. Let's see what happens here. Hey, Sai. So we want to take the short. We want to make sure that we're above, below. I mean, below the zero line, not above where we are right now. See, this may still continue going up.
Order filled.
So now here we're going back down. Let's see.
Stop filled.
So we're gonna be going down.
Order filled.
So entry there. I'll leave it there. I mean the take profit. Let's take a look here. The frame extension. Go back running to 38. Not quite. However, we hit this profit target. Looks like we're trying to get down there. Right? So this may continue coming down.
Target
That moved
filled.
pretty fast. Target is usually down here at the extension. And there it is. It hit the target. That'd have been a better trade for me. I think I would have been in the thousands now. At least 1,000 I would have been done. And if that was the case, I was going to trade another. I have another PA. So I just want to reach the goals, the profit target, and not get greedy. So we got another 4 minutes before opening. Let's see if the opening will produce this further to go down. I don't know. I don't tell you the truth. We already hit all the targets here. We're well below oversold. We're at the -3 deviation already. Now we're getting some strong momentum to the upside here. See this spaces in between the dots? These are Bollinger dots, so you know there's a lot of momentum coming up. And usually, if that's the case, I know I don't want to take a risk at the opening here. Against a Friday, might be some weird movement at the opening. So they were bouncing off this. Let's see if it's going to continue, but we're still above. We're still above the zero line. I missed it because it was so silent. So
Order filled.
we got 1 more minute. Let's see if the momentum of the opening will bring it down, or will it go down? But we have momentum to the downside, just in case it acts weird. See, here comes the opening. You might have this opening jitters here. See, look how erratic it is. Come on, come back down. I don't want to get lost here. Possible. Ah. Yep.
Stop
So I hit
filled.
there. And it's going to bring it up.
Order filled.
High or low. It's definitely going to bring it up. It's gonna try to bring it out there. I think it's a little too tight of a stop. Yep.
Stop filled.
So I'm up only $70 here. I give it too tight of a stop, and you can see how it's moving.
Order filled.
Don't tell me it's gonna try to reverse here. They're just playing around again. It's a Friday. Yep. So here
Stop filled.
we're getting higher lows, right? So there has to be a higher high here. That's why this is
Order
gonna
filled.
go. There's gonna be a higher high. I would assume.
Order submitted.
It's gonna try to get up all the way up, all the way up there. They had to break that 233. They broke the structure right here. They had to break this 233. Is there enough strong momentum to do that? I don't hear any buyers coming in.
Order filled.
Okay, I scaled in another two contracts here, so I'm hoping this momentum goes up. Again, I don't want to put it too tight of a stop here. No. Probably that's just 55. Oh man, come on. Can't give up, Fridays. Oh, this just, you know what? I should just not even.
Stop filled.
950, look at that. It's probably, I'll take that loss, but if it gives me the opportunity, there it is. That's what I wanted to see.
Order filled.
Has to break that, this structure right here.
Order submitted.
No momentum at all. This would be giving me more momentum when it's busting out right there. See, no, it broke the structure, and this is your typical Friday type of thing. Look at this. Now watch it break this low structure here. It broke the high. Now it's going to try to break the low, and that's what I don't like. See this? It's already going down.
Order filled.
I'm just going to take this.
Order filled.
Hopefully it gives me at least the 400. Because we're getting we're getting higher lows. Let's see if it creates a lower low here. It breaks this low here. Yeah, there's no sellers coming in, but it's bringing it down. Let's see if it breaks that. We might create a double bottom there because you don't hear any sellers coming in. That's your Friday type of trades. Let's see if it breaks that structure. Because if it does, we have a problem. We have a chance that it's going to continue coming down, which is basically the downtrend, right? So there, it broke that by one, right? Now, once you bring it up again, you do that like they did here, right? They broke it, they brought it down here, broke this. Now, when they bring it up, and they weren't doing that yesterday. They were honoring structure yesterday. Now they're not, and it's usually these algo trades that's going on. See, I'm gonna bring it up again. They're gonna bring this up again. There it is. You know right away when they do that. Just manipulating the market. Okay, so they're gonna try to bring. Let's see. Hopefully, they bring this down to this level. If they break it, because there's no momentum. Look at that. They broke it. They broke it. See that? They broke the lower low. They broke that thing, but then they bring it up. So really, if they're really trying to bring this down, you see this lower high. We're getting lower lows as well. Now, yeah, institutional algos. Yeah, yep. Yeah, you're do the Friday. It's a Friday. That's when they turn it on. See, if they break this, they're basically conceding that's going to continue coming down because it's creating another lower low. But they're not creating a higher high here, right? They're not creating a higher high. Let's see if they continue coming down because once they break this, you can see that we're continue going down. But do you see the support level? They're building that support right here. But again, you don't hear any traders coming in, either sellers coming in, nothing. You don't hear my Geiger, my counter going off. None. So they're making the market or the machines trade. That's what it is. And of course, they break that now. So there's your range again. That's your range. Yeah, you're right here. So now you're creating higher highs. and high and lower lows. That does not make sense. They're blowing. What they're doing is really they're just hitting. It's stopping out traders by cleaning out. You get the higher high, you get the lower low. You clean out all the traders. They're going to sweep the top. They're going to sweep the bottom of any traders still remaining. Yeah, no follow through to the downside. You think they will bring it down, but they didn't. They just didn't. They just honored that support. So honestly, if they wanted to break that, they would have done it with ease. But what did they do? They stopped right at that. Right at the support. See, now they're gonna clean the top because they think traders were bought in who are thinking it's gonna continue going down, and some they're gonna stop these people out who are going short. You see how
Stop filled.
they cleaned everyone out with that. They really cleaned everyone out on that one. So I'm gonna wait until they break out of this thing or whatever they want to do here. I can't even get a. I can't even get a. I can't even get
Order
a
filled.
scalp here. Let's see if they're gonna try and get to the top here at least. There it is. They're bringing it down again. They're going up and down.
Stop filled.
I'm done. They break the top again and bring it back down. They're creating this higher high, right? Then they bring it down. So are they creating a lower low? No. Even though it's showing here that they're going down, but let's see what happens here. But they did sweep. They took all the traders up here and brought it back down. Maybe they stopped them all out. Basically, they're just clearing out all the stops. Strong support right here. Strong support right down here.
Order submitted.
See, they created the short, they broke that, right? And they bring it back up.
Order filled.
We did pull back to the um, fib retracement 50% level. So we want to target this down here. See, we get this surge in momentum to the downside.
Order submitted.
So it's bouncing off this -2 deviation. That's basically the last resort before it starts coming down. And they're trying to make last chance effort to recover back up, which I think they're trying to do here. But I want to, again, I don't want to put such a tight stop that you want to get past 190, but it looks like it won't. Hmm. It hit 190. Didn't break it. $40. There, we hit it. Okay, so it's going to continue coming down. There's a propensity now to go down. Once it reached that 190, there we are. Once you get past this -2 deviation, the next stop would be this deviation. This is the 2.5 deviation. See how they're trying to not break that? Let's see if they're going to test this again. The mid band. So we have a double bottom here. Even though it created a lower low there. See, we busted it by just one tick. They bring it back up. That's your typical algo. Trying to get the breakout traders out. So most of the breakout traders, where do they have their stop? They have it right here. Past that swing. So you see that we have a lot of strong supporters. They didn't make a lower low, but they did create a lower high. Now here comes the buyers, and that's what they had to break that. So now they create a higher high. Now, is it enough? Now they'll try to bring it down. And say they got above the 233. Let's see. Yep.
Order filled.
And that's your typical Friday. So here we were going back to the fib reversal here, right? Or reversal, fib retracement. So they'll probably test this again. What I can do right here is because we're above the
Order
233,
filled.
just take this. So now they slow down the momentum again. So you can see here there's a lot strong support here in the -2 deviation. So they're past the -1.5. So the next logical one would be the what? The -1. I guess they saw my stop, so I'll try to get it. I should just bring it down here. But I don't want to be risking more.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Hope it pa- hope it passes this. This is a very strong resistance. This is the point 0.50 plus 0.50 resistance, because this is the +1 deviation up here, right here. No, I'm sorry. This is already the minus 0.25 deviation, because the VWAP is right here. They may try for that VWAP. Again, since we've been out here for a long time, now it's time for the price to head back to the average price. We'll judge the momentum at this point, but most likely he's going to try to get here. Now, if that's so being and we have strong momentum here, I might add another 2 contracts here.
Order submitted.
Again, let's see what happens to momentum here. Ooh, this is really. Do I want to make it tight where I can go right there? Let's see. Ah, come on now. Don't tell me you're going to be losing your momentum here. They're using every inch of this. It depends on what your profit target is. Because I can use this and don't try to cash out on 8 days. Maybe just want to build my account. Use it just to build up for 30 days and don't ask for a payout. Again, it's not required that you get a payout in 8 days. But if you do have an 8 days and whatever your total profit target, at let's say at that 8 days, whatever it is, make sure your highest profit day is not more than 30% of the total profit. You understand? Does that make sense? I mean, like Vince said, you make as much as you can. Doesn't mean you have to cash out. That's what he did. He didn't cash out sometimes for maybe a month, but he's building his account because he's making as much as he can and not limit. Now, I'm concerned about my 30%. No, that's how he was able to. That's why he was able to withdraw that 1 million. If you have the opportunity to make more, then just keep on building your account. That's the most important thing is to build up your balance. But if you have your goal is to withdraw in 8 days, then be mindful of what do you plan your profit target to be your profit at 8 days, and take that profit, your expected right profit, and take what is the high. Here, I'll show you a computation that you can do, which can be straightforward. So I think me and you were doing that yesterday. Um, I'm just waiting for this to either. I'm just gauging the momentum here, because really this is a strong. This yellow line here, right here, this is strong resistance. If they get past that, we're getting up here, because that's really their target is up here. They want to bring back the VWAP since they've been down all. They've been down to what, -3 deviation. That's pretty far. For me, my concern, I can easily hit the 30% target. Why I can trade more days. So I'm not really concerned about that. My concern is to really build the account, and that's what the main goal is. Now, if you want to cash on in 8 days, okay, I'll show you a computation. Here, let's just. I'm just waiting on this. I want to focus on what's going on here before. Let's say I give it back. I don't want to be giving back all the way down here. Nah. I want to see them break that yellow. I want to get to at least to make 2,000 on this thing. Because you'll be restricting yourself if you're trying to not grow your account. If you're concerned about the 30%, just continue trading more days. That's basically what it is. Okay, here. So there. Let's see. And whatever, if it hits my profit up there, it's gonna be like 3,000. That's fine. Then I'll show you how we can compute the 30%. Because this is my second day. It doesn't matter. This is my second day trading on this PA, so it's really insignificant if I make 3,000, 2,000 here, because it's just a second day. Then I can start adjusting my profit target as I get closer to maybe 8, 10, whatever, wherever I want to, withdraw. Because this is I have another PA. In fact, I have 2, 3, 4, 5 more PAs. I'm just trading. I don't copy trade. I have trust issues with trade copier. And now, maybe I can start doing it, since now I have a virtual private VPS, because I didn't really trust it when I was doing on my PC because the latency. But this VPS is how many? It's right across the street from the CME, so the latency is really low. So I may consider doing the trade copier on my VPS rather than on my PC. The chart you see here, this is the VPS. You see, because that I don't get delays. The computer kind of hangs up sometimes, but it's not significant. You see when we were disconnected one time, and those disconnections are, it's manageable for me, so it's not for me significant yet. If it becomes significant where I start losing trades, then I will contact the customer support of the VPS and try to see what they can do with the server that I have. What time is it here? So it's already 5. See, they're really slow with this, so I might just, like I said, Again, this is strong resistance. See, there's not enough momentum, I don't think, where they can, try to break. They just broke it by what, two ticks? Is that really strong? Look at the MACD. It's yellow. It's not really green, meaning there's not that strong momentum going up. You just have to consider that. Just me test the back down to 21 EMA here. Bounce off the 21 EMA. So I'll give that leeway. Like it did here. See this? That's what it did. Since it's bouncing off this deviation level. I didn't abandon it. I traded another on another thing, but I don't really show it here right now. Because not a lot of people have inbox wave. So I trade that another on another PA. So I didn't abandon inbox. I love inbox wave, but I can't show it here because not a lot of people here in the Philippines can afford the inbox wave. Did that answer your question, Rick? At $1,500, I don't think a lot of people here in the Philippines can afford that, and that's just the software. It is a good piece of algo software. I admit that, and it may be just above average traders pay grade over here. Because as you see, what Mbox Mike says, it's good. It's not your typical beginner trader to start getting into Mbox wave. They'll probably just there's some things there. There's some concepts. There's some theories. That's way over there. A beginner's a newbie's head. Yeah, exactly. Learning curve, especially for a newbie. So since I'm here in the Philippines, what I want to do is give their opportunity to Filipinos here where they can learn something that the learning curve is not as bad. So here we go. We're coming down. So I'm going to put my stop right there. At least it's going to give me at least let's see if it's going to continue coming down. At least I got what 12, at least a 1200. You see how strong that this one is? That resistance is. We didn't have straight. See, look at this. We're just going down. We're getting divergence here. See this? You're lower, 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 but the price is going higher, higher, higher. See that? From here to here is lower, right? Arrow right here. So that's why you need to pay it. You can look at this. It's going down from there, but from here it's going up. See that? That's divergence. From here to the next one is going down, and so from here to up here is what going up. There is divergence. Yeah, Rick, you're still trading. You're still using Box Wave, right? I'm assuming. I'm assuming since you asked that question. Ah, you don't have it yet. Okay. Yeah, I like Mbox Wave, especially with the algo signals. Those algos are really powerful. So they don't know what they don't either. They again we have a divergence here. Divergence was the upside rather than the downside. MACD showing the price is going down. Price actually is going up, but it's going to honor this divergence
Order
here.
cancelled.
So that's it. Still down 1,100. I was down as what, 2,000? Huh. Wow. But how can you study it when you don't have the software? That's you don't have the software. So here we're still getting higher lows. It just happened this, this drawdown here. I mean, this pullback is a lot deeper. This may continue coming up. I may take another come in and come back in. Oh, you watch this video? Okay. And if you're gonna be going in there, I'm not gonna answer it here. Just go look. Just type Mbox Wave on in I think in here in YouTube. I tried using it with the Renkos, but I'd rather use it on 1 minute chart, like Mbox
Order
Mike does.
filled.
Mbox Mike uses that software on a 1 minute chart. I tried using it on a different kind of Renko settings. So here we go. Most likely it's going to get up to here. See that? Just had a higher low. It just if I just remained there, I would have been okay. Now we just. I said, well, I'll take. I was, a trailing stop. I don't mind taking a trailing stop. It's profitable, and if it's gonna still go up, I'll just come back in. That's that simple. So again, the target is the VWAP here. And if that's strong, if they start building up momentum here, the target is actually, not just only the VWAP, but you really up here to the +1 deviation up here. See, look at how they're building this momentum. I just have to see how much momentum they're building. It may go all the way up here. But my first target is the VWAP. So this is my second day in this PA. In this PA, what is the? It's 150k, 50k, 150k PA, and the drawdown is 5,000. So a lot of leeway. A lot of leeway. Yeah, I mean, this may just make it up to the VWAP. Momentum is so weak. Yeah, I'm gonna just scalp it for 400. Here we go again with a deep pullback again. But for them, it's just as long as it's creating higher lows, it's fine. You just have to watch that. Prop firm, I'm with Apex, Rick. Whereas Apex is spreading out to Asia. Where are you at, Rick? Are you in Asia? And if you are want to use this code, 80% off right now. Let me get. Oh, okay. Let me see. I don't think Apex is available in Pakistan. Yeah, I might. Let me check to be sure. Hold on. Let me check something here. Unless they revise it because they Thailand was once barred by Apex and they just recently opened it up. So let's see what they did with Pakistan because I know Pakistan was banned by Apex. But if that's the case, I have another prop firm for you to go. Let me see here. I am just gonna find out for sure. Countries. Okay, so Pakistan. Did they lift it? Nope, it's still banned. So I would recommend Buellnox. Here's the thing. Where's my thing here? So Buellnox is open to the Philippines. Now, recently, the government here was able to comply with all the things that this agency was looking for. They complied, so I think that it's going to start opening up. The reason they were banned because they weren't complying with this requirements that they had to have, and now they complied with it. And so there's like, for example, that's why Apex opened up and is beginning to ease, or even other funding firms are beginning to ease up. Right now, there's two prop firms available in the Philippines: Buellnox and Apex. Yeah, uh, Pakistan because of known, their weak bank safety things. But Rick, you can use Buellnox. They're honored. Buellnox honors Pakistan. And if you want the link, I can. If you want the link, let me know. And here it is. Buellnox.com. I think they have 83% sale going on. Let me see. I can get you. What can I get you? I can use. You can use my code to get that 80% off, or I think it's 83% off. Okay. Let me just get that for you if you are interested. See, 83% right here. Buellnox coupon code. Use this code. You get 83% off. Oops, did I get? Yeah, I got that. Okay. Why didn't it say? Okay, so it should be Buellnox. Let me see if I can edit that. Oh, see, this is going back down. See, look at this. Wait, hold on. Let me just get this. It's gonna make you go all the way. Well, it has to create a higher low. But do I want to take all that risk? That's my question. See, there's no momentum. That's the reason why. It may get up. You know, see this? Yeah, there. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it right here. It gets down a little lower than that, which I think it might. Again, this is a very strong resistance here. If they don't have enough momentum, it's just gonna bog down to where? Probably down here or here to the mid band of the Keltner channel. So I'll wait again for a bounce from the Keltner or from the mid band. Because technically, if you look at this, it's not a lower low. It's basically a double bottom where the mid band is right now. Okay, so Buellnox Buellnox.com. Right? And here's the code. Use this code to get your 83% off. Oops, wrong one. Edit. Code. There we go. Got it. Well, so between Buellnox and Apex, it's very similar, except Apex is better. Is better. A lot less expensive. Buellnox is quite expensive, but in the front end is very cheap. But when you pay for the what they call the funded account, it's a lot more expensive than what you have to pay for Apex. But again, if that's the only platform that's available for you there in Pakistan, then go for it. My friend just recently moved there in Pakistan, and same thing. He's trading with Buellnox. See how erratic this is? They create a higher high, and then they come down. But look, we're getting here. Notice this. We're getting higher lows, right? We're getting higher lows. Also, we're getting higher highs, but it's so incremental that it's really not that big. That's why you have to be patient. But if you're seeing higher lows, you have to be patient because it's still going up, which is a good thing rather than going down. And you're getting higher highs, right? You're breaking these structures. No problem, Rick. Anytime. So how long does this stream? I'll mm, probably until however long that I'm going to take that profit target up there, or my stop loss. But all this thing positive, it's going up. If it takes until 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. here in the Philippines, and I'll wait until then. But whatever comes first, if it hits my profit target, because right now this momentum is kind of really slow. So watching paint dry. Because if it hits that profit target, at least it's minimized my loss right now. Again, we're getting divergence here. See, same thing. We're getting divergence going down. This is going up. We want to see this start making, so we want to see this. Where's that line? Gray line. We want to see this break this, right? We want to see it break that. Then we will no longer have divergence. But right now we have divergence where this is going down, but price is going up. Let's see what happens at 5:30. Will they bring the momentum? Which is the bottom of the hour. Because they usually make moves at the bottom or the top of the hours. Let's see what happens in 2 minutes. As long as they're creating this lower or higher lows and higher highs, I'm okay. I'll be patient about it. There we go again. But you see where my stop is. It's right at that uh, structure again. Would bounce off this.
Stop filled.
Oh, it stopped me out. Okay, that's fine. But it may bounce off this. So now what do we see here? So now we're still seeing divergence. But now you see this, the bottom here. Do we see a lower low? No. We're seeing a double bottom forming, not confirmed yet. Right here, double bottom right there. Why? Because it's bouncing off the. But again, will it cross like this and then come back up? That's the question. You want to see this reversal going up, complete this reversal, and then contemplate if we want to still take this long. See, that was the move. That was the bottom of the hour move. It went down. But now we get a reversal by here like we did here, the blue. It may continue, but again, it's a very weak momentum. So with that, with my 1,500 loss right now, I might consider, I'll just trade the morning session like I did yesterday. And actually, that morning session, and that's what I made yesterday. I made over 9,000 and was able to pass another evaluation. So that may give me an opportunity on that one. Because right now there's nothing going on with this momentum at all. Nothing, not like yesterday. Well, I was already up 700 at the beginning, and I should have just quit. I think that's what it was. Where's my performance? See, look at this. See that? Let's see if there's a confirmed reversal. Technically, we didn't get a lower low. There. I want to see another one. You want to see that? See, it never made below the zero line, right? Let's see what this bars does. There it is. Yep. So now they're increasing this.
Order submitted.
See, look at that. Will they come back and get me? Probably not. See, because no momentum. Oh, yeah, look at how momentum just picked up all of a sudden. There, it picked me up. Just one contract. What happened to the other one? Why don't leave the other one hanging. You better not. Come and pick up your brother. Can't leave him alone.
Order filled.
You can't leave him alone like that. So, where are we here? There we are. So again, we created a higher high, but is there momentum? I don't know. It looks like it was building up, and that's what happened. So if I can hit this target, I'll be below 1,000, I think. Right? Let's see. So let's see. Right there. Yeah, see this? I was up as much as 760. Oh no. I'll be a little over 1,000, 1,100. So I didn't make 1,000 this trade. So for Tigard here, the first pattern is the upper band of the Keltner. You can see it's been hitting consistently here. So hopefully it does get up there. This may also try to test again what the mid band of this Keltner channel. But you already have a bounce off right here. So hopefully it just continues going up to the outer band. At the most, I'll give this until 6 a.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. in the Philippines. I'll just quit. Now here comes the momentum. Will they try to make it up here? This is now since we're past that. Yeah, take that out. Where's my delete? No, that was a fake out to make you think that they're building up momentum. So this time, instead of me trying to get all the way down there, I'm gonna really have a tight stop here. Right around right here. Give it some leeway. Maybe I shouldn't show it. No, try to get my stop. So I'll just bring it back down. Just want to see if price start coming down. The way price is moving around that slow. Oh. See, now they're approaching this line here, right? This line. We're getting higher highs, right? Higher highs and higher lows. Well, technically this says lower low here, but the insignificant. Here we go. Now here we go again. We got to test this. I'm gonna leave it here. Look at that. See that? So if they stop me out, they still are be create there.
Stop filled.
Look at that. Oh. Then they bring it back up. They're still making. So now we're back down here. So this one, this technically was a higher high right here. See this from here to there? That's yeah. So it's no longer divergence. However, going from the bottom to the well, this hasn't ended yet. So right here, you're still getting divergence. Because now obviously this low right here is lower than that. So you're getting divergence. Right now we're not even lower anywhere close to being lower than this. So there's your divergence. This is my last trade.
Order
There it
filled.
is. They took that. I think they're going to still continue coming down. We can try to test this low here. See, that's what they're going to do. And then they got too aggressive. I was thinking that's the mid band. $19 before I close it down. Okay, it's going to test this high. Up into there. There we go.
Order submitted.
Hopefully they hit my target or my hit my um scaling in. They take that order. Hopefully they're not gonna come back down with it. Okay, six. Let me see. Yeah, 16 minutes left. Then it'll be top of the hour. You get a reversal by here now. We're not getting lower or higher lows or higher highs. I mean, so now we're now there's no longer a divergence. See this? So this may now continue coming down and create a lower low. See that? We have a lower high. Now we're getting a lower high here. The divergence has disappeared. So now this may follow. The price may follow to the downside. There it goes. So now
Order
you
canceled.
hear that? We're getting some what? Divergence.
Order
This is
filled.
my last trade. This is 14 minutes. And hopefully they don't try to bring this up, which would be the worst thing. That's why I have a type stop right there. Back to the 233. I'll take that. Now we'll see a bounce. Well, if it gets to 233, 233, we'll see a bounce off. And hopefully, this London session doesn't dictate what's going to happen in the U.S. session.
Target filled.
At least I got 500 back. This I want, it's bouncing off the 233 right here, right? You got 7 minutes and I'm probably done. That's it. Was I profitable this week despite this, the 1,600 loss? Yes. I've been averaging around 1,000 plus 1,000 around there for since Monday. So I think this is my only losing day. I think. 1,600 down. At least I recovered from what over, let me see here. If I look at this, you can actually see I was down as much as 2,200, right here. Wait, 1.6. I'm just really just making. At least I got back this right here. These are all in one thing. See, 1, 2, 3. So that was basically when I scaled in 2 contracts. See, then these are all the same. Made 1,105. But then I got losses here. Anyways, the market wasn't that easy to trade because it was not honoring structure much. Not like yesterday, it was honoring structure. Okay. Enjoy the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Rick. Yeah, Garris. See you in New York session. Again, I'll send the link also on this YouTube. 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 10:30 p.m. here in the Philippines. Stay safe. God bless. And if you guys don't join the live stream later, you know, enjoy your weekend. Trading's not it's not about trading all the time. Okay. Again, stay safe and God bless. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Those who are not going to join me in in the New York session. Bye. And unfortunately, we couldn't make a profitable day today, but for the week, I am profitable. I blew some. You know what? That's a good. Before I go, let's bring some trade performance. Okay, from what Monday? And let's see what's this. Let's see if this is taking into account. Yeah, okay, this accounts everything. Let me see. Oh wow, there's my profit, 16,000 for the week. I'll take that, and that's truth because I've been making good money in the New York session. I plan TradeZella is actually pretty good. I plan to subscribe. I just haven't had time since I'm working with I'm working for Apex and so forth. So there. So there's my week. From the 24th to the 28th, I already made 16,000, which I would consider a profitable week. Okay. Bye, guys.